Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio. We are finally getting our science up to the next level here. We just need to provide it with some drills. Now we know that it takes 2 seconds to build a drill, and we know that we want 1 thingy per second. So we're going to go ahead and set up with the plan of getting 2 of these making drills. We'll leave some space to maybe scale this up. Not, I copied the wrong way. Not that we've left real. Well, no, we could scale this up a wee bit by shuffling some things around, so it's going to be okay. For now, we're going to do this. Honestly, 12 of these is probably going to be plenty, especially if we get some production boosters and stuff later on. I don't know. We'll see. So, we're going to get our drills to output onto this. And the idea is... I'm going to be incompetent. And go down here and then delete my mistake, because, I mean, it's going to be one of my videos, so that's going to happen. All right. For the drill, we need the gears and the electronic circuits. And we need a lot of iron plates. So I think we're going to need a dedicated iron plate input on these. I'm going to dare say that I can do something like this. And run some iron here. We're going to want on both sides. I think we're going to be grabbing from this for gear making as well. Now, let's figure this out. We need 5 gears every second. Yes, because it's a 2-second job, but there's 2 of them. So 5 gears every 2 seconds. We produce 1 gear every half second. So that's 2 gears per second. So we'll need 3 of them, which makes 6 per second, which is more than we need, but that's okay. So, what if I just say something like, we're going to load up, we don't need a crazy amount of gears. If we get, like, green circuits on one side of this, and we load up gears on the other, that, I think, should be okay. Right, yeah, because this is going to be our iron over here, our iron plates. So we need to grab, where's my blues? We need to grab the iron plates very quickly. So we're going to do that. That is going to be a sufficient rate because we need, actually, hold on, that's not enough. Because we need to grab 4 iron plates per second. These have a half-second swing. So we actually need a double up on this, right? Oops. You can use the smalls. Hate that you can't just replace one pole with the other. You do have to delete that. I think that's correct. So we need to get some iron on this. So let's go ahead and just placeholder some of these things. I'm going to need a crap ton more red things, but we've got probably 600 waiting for us to be picked up in a moment here. At least we're good on undergrounds and whatnot. We are going to need some green circuits. And we're going to need this to actually, god damn it, connect up and be contiguous in a second, but copper. And that's it. That's it for my things. Yeah, we've got plenty in the bank. We could maybe pick up some more yellow inserters while we're down here, actually. I'm just going to walk because it's not very far. Do I need any resources? No, I'm good. I don't want to overdo it on yellows. Yeah. The thing is, we already had the production of our drills over here, but I think that's going to be better to have there. Pick up a bunch of you, and I'm going to pick up just a few yellows. We never need a crazy amount. There we go. That's a full stack. That's exactly what I want. Go over here. Run! These are yellows. They don't go as fast as I'd like. There we go. Now we're on the reds. Vroom. We don't need steel for the next bit, right? I don't remember. Something is taking some damage. Where is we actually taking damage? Over here. Okay. So we got some guns. We'll have to go and repair. We'll have to wall that up properly. And we'll probably want to go and clear some nests, honestly. I was just going to do this so that I'm good with the width. And I don't F up my undergrounds. Oh, I thought that was a stone, but I guess... Okay, that's nothing. Alright. Cool. Okay, where do we want the iron to come in? Oh, it's going to move me. It's going to move me. I got to actually draw a straight line. I'm no good at this. There we go. That, I believe, is correct. Get you like that. Okay, and you go like that. Right, I actually put that in the wrong place there, but that's okay. The important thing was to get the line straight. Alright, so we got two sides, iron plates, coming in here. Starting to feed into that, which is going to be okay. We need blues to unload over here. Ma'am. Alright, so what we need is green circuits. Kind of doing it artistically, but I guess that's okay. Let's use extra parts that we don't actually... Whatever, it's okay. You're going to do that, you're going to do that. You're going to be loading here, 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 and then unloading... You produce... It's every 2 seconds, right? So we can use the yellow for that and save a little bit of material like that. I could actually save material if I unloaded there, but it's fine. Can we... Yeah, this actually covers everything. Just needs a little intermediary. So everything is connected up. So you're just waiting for green circuits, which we're going to feed in on the bottom bit over here. Like that. So there. That, and that. Okay. Boom. Green circuit's coming in the bottom. And so that should produce this. And then the only thing else, I think, does it need steel directly? It needed something like that. Oh, it needs red circuits. It needed something directly. I'm like, no, steel can't possibly be right. There we go. I need to do that. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I don't think it matters, but I'm going to get a blue output over here. Yeah, we never need anything more than a yellow on this side. But just in case we need to, like, suddenly make up for a giant backlog on the other side, we're going to get a blue there. Okay, so we just need to feed red circuits in. So we have to figure out exactly how we want to route this around. And I think, even though it's going to look a little crazy, I'm actually going to come around this way. And like that. And for my reds, I'm going to do this. One will have to be extended, but that's okay. We don't have enough actual reds, do we? Nope. Okay, so we can make a few in hand. That's going to be fine. So you're going to do this, that. And again, the production cycle for this is really slow, so yellows are going to be fine to feed this in. And fine to remove things. Because we don't have to pick up that much, and we've got 12 seconds in which to do it, which is going to be huge. We also don't really need reds over here, but what the heck, right? I mean, we don't have yellows, and we're sort of standardizing on the reds. I don't actually need one of these every chuka, do I? Oh, right, because for the pattern, you would have one up here, which would do it. All right, well, we'll just put it there. That's fine. And then doom, doom, doom. Okay, so as soon as we get some red circuits in over here, requires us to skip over the plastic. And do this, that, that, that. We are going to be producing our advanced science. Then we'll do a real long path. Probably have to go and pick up some more reds. Let's go and get that started. Confirm that it's working. Let me go and pick up a bunch more red transport belts. Try not to die. I should really go and cement this stuff. Actually, I don't actually have cement production up. I do have... Do I have any bricks on me? But we should get actual cements going on here. Although, again, that's another thing that's really nice to just do with bots. Because then you can just... Because you're going to need so much of it that your inventory is never going to work out. But if you have the production somewhere, then you can just ghost it. It becomes a beautiful thing. Da-da-da-da-da. So, unless we completely done goofed it up, we should be getting, indeed, advanced science there. It's not going to be super fast, but it's going to go. I'm going to want to, just to make sure we don't, like, have too many blue just sitting on an empty belt and adding latency. We're only going to use one side of it over here, which is fine. I mean, it's not even going to fill up one side at, like, max production until there's a backlog. You get it through here, through here, through here. And again, it's going to reach here and end up like that, and it'll end up on the other side of this. No lights over here? Let's get that improviated. So here it comes. It's just a trickle. So we may want to look into scaling this up. It's producing, it should be 1 per second. Just some weird clumping will happen because they're sort of in sync, right? So you get a bunch in a row. That makes sense. Can't just have it go 1 per second. I'll trickle all the way down here, and the labs will start picking stuff up. Awesome. And honestly, having the increased research speed right now may not be the most important thing because we might not be inputting enough stuff to maintain the research speed. But we'll see. So yeah, it's a pretty long way for all this to travel. But it'll get us going for the next thing. And then, you know, we'll figure out, again, the more long-term thing later on. We still don't have full saturation over all the iron inputs. We're not starved for anything, though, so it's okay. I mean, this is sort of a backlog here. It's not a big deal. So you're starting to scoop that up, and you're starting to produce. It'll take a while before everything gets fed. But it looks, to me, we might be able to look at this as like 5 science every 5 seconds, 10 every 10. Looks about right. I think that's how much we're getting. Oh, do you already have some advanced? I may have handcrafted some at some point. So actually, all of our labs have got the next level of science already. That's pretty stupendous. Because how long is a tick of this stuff right now? It's 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds, we need a blue science pack divided by 12 labs? Something like that? I don't know. Let's say it was 10. So it really means we need a blue science pack every 3 seconds if it was 10 labs. So we needed a little bit more than that. Let's say we need a science beaker every 2 seconds, but we're producing one every second. So we actually are going to get a backlog right now. And so the research speed increase is good. Although we already have a couple of research speeds, so it's not actually taking 30 seconds per tick. But we are, in fact, running a surplus. Now, I can do productivity modules right now. I should get even tier 1s loaded in all the science labs, because that is like free science along the way. Just need the greens and reds. I can actually start, like, I don't want to handcraft them because they take a ridiculous time. 68.7 seconds to produce. I don't know why that is. Oh, we should double check our power. Okay, we're still good right now. We are going to want to start producing those. We just need red and green. We've got red and green now. We'll just put them in a box. What's in the box? Well, productivity modules. I don't know why you said it all creepy. What's wrong with you? Right, so that's not plugged in. We do have to actually run this, ideally, because this is actually live redness. Get you here. And we're a little closer to the left side, so that's what we'll do. Ever going to get these things lined up the way I want, like on the first try? Very unlikely. Grenades? Grenades. definitely leave some room because I don't know if we're going to need the science scaling the same way. So we needed 250 science for that next science. We're producing 1 per second, ignoring all the lab research speeds and things. We're producing 1 per second. So 250 seconds to get the next tech. So what is it? 300 seconds is 5 minutes, right? So 5 minutes to produce this tech. I don't know. But yeah, it'll get better if we get the production. I mean, that's not faster science. That's not faster science. The production modules make us need less material. And it does work in the research labs where every X number of cycles of the research lab, it's going to do a research without using any material, which will be especially nice later on for the super advanced science. But even now, it's okay. So we need a little bit less material, a little bit more energy, and it is a little slower. Do we have the beacon tech? I don't know. I like hardly ever use beacons because beacons could lead to more speed. Accumulators. I don't even know what the beacon looks like. I don't think we do, because that's the Roboport. I don't think so. I'll have to probably look it up in Wiki and see what like tech is actually required to get that going. But that would be really nice. I don't expect we need batteries or anything like that. I bet you we have all the components we need to do that. Anyway, so we're going to start producing productivity modules. We're going to want to produce them relatively quickly. I'm betting... Well, the production time for it is insanely slow, right? I think you need a fair amount of material. Let's, I don't know, 6. Just arbitrarily. And I think to make the higher tier productivity modules, you need the lower tier ones. I guess this is the output. So I actually want it to go that way and then probably just in a box. And yeah, we know the productivity is really slow, so we can just do this and literally just put it in a box for now. And I guess there's no reason to put a limiter on it because we're going to want insane amounts as we go forward. So productivity modules, I need 5 of each. That's going to eat a lot of red circuits, but that's okay. And yeah, so that's our output there. Let's get the yellows to pull out. Like that. And because speed is really not going to be much of a problem, all we want to do is we want to get underground like that. There we go. And that will be sufficient. So we don't have crazy red circuit production. So this actually, even though it doesn't actually need that much per second, this will potentially stress our system a little bit. Like we have a backlog now, but that is super not indicative of what our true production capabilities are, because I still need to scale up from something that is kind of poopy, but that's all right. We'll get there. Yay! I'm going to get all the lab research speed first. Although, mining productivity, it's just faster, right? I don't know if you get free minerals or it's just faster. I suspect it's just faster. Personal report, more beacons. Braking force. Oh yeah, that's just for more optimal train shit. That's the electric furnaces? Yeah, and the next level tech. We need electric engines for that, which means we need to get our batteries going. You know, one of the things that would actually be really nice is the inserter capacity bonus, because some of our bottlenecks is still that. You know what? We'll go. This is good. We'll invest in the science speed if I can see it again, which apparently I cannot because I've gone blind. Oh yeah, it's the lab. I was looking for the science packs. It's the lab. So this will take longer to do, but I think it's a good investment. That's going to be the last science speed that we can get at this tech, but we may as well do it, and then everything else will research faster, right? More research, more better. It's not like we're desperately needing some other tier of something right this second. All right, you're going there. Why is there a gap? Oh, I guess, yeah, no, that's legitimate because it's splitting that, but that's going to be fine. Let's get a big honkin' power somewhere. I'll probably, whatever, we'll just put it there for now. And then I'm going to get something planned to sort of be in the middle area over here and there, and then you can go and do your small pole thing. Bam! And very, very, very slowly produce this. Oh, it's 15 seconds. Wait, what? Oh, total raw time! God damn it, I was looking at... You remember when I said 68.7? I was looking at the total raw time at the bottom. It's 15 seconds production. Okay. So, we're actually going to produce one every 2/3 of... Or, no, every 1.5 seconds? No, we got 12 here. We're actually producing one just shy of one every second, which is pretty good. Yeah, so we are definitely going to be eating a lot of things, but that's going to be okay. Yeah, we already got a bunch. I may not want to 100% fill this up. Again, we're going to want a lot later on, but... You know what? I'll leave that and then sort of be like, okay, don't eat any more red than this. I've got, what, 12 science thingies? So I need... I think you can fit 2 modules per, so I want 24 of these. I have exactly 24. Hey! I think I've got 12 science thingies. And again, this is actually going to slow down our science creation, but it's going to optimize how much material we use. And it's going to be good for the long run. We will be having to reposition all our stuff when we do get our bacons going on. Hello. Let me just check. Yeah, 2 module slots. Excellent. And I put that where? Right here. So I think I can just control... Yeah, just drag across these. I have more modules than that. I need 8 more. Awesome. Oh, and we are actually shy on material. Well, no, we are. Probably because I was miscounting... Yeah, I was miscounting how many of these labs we've got. So the productivity modules actually might slow things down enough that we've got a better ratio overall. Or something. But we've got the lab speed as well. So I bet you we're not going to be producing any of this. Although some of the later research needs more time, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I suppose I could throw some modules into this. Whoa! Are you short on something? Are you short on drills? Or, yeah, I guess you're not short on drills. It's just that we have the 1-to-1 ratio. As far as I know, you are never short on material here. No, you're fine. But we're never really going to create a backlog of drills. But that's okay. Yeah, so we're fine. The other thing we can do, if we get the next tier of manufacturing going on, I don't know if I want to hold on to all these production modules, but I guess that's going to be the case for now. If I get the next tier of the assemblers, the level 6s, even though they're quite pricey to produce, but they are a lot faster. And that means I can upgrade my production without having to really go out of my way to do it. Yeah, so we don't need much in the way of steel. So I'm going to finish those buses in between episodes. Just get everything polished off for the future, because I was just putting in a lot of placeholders there. And that's fine. Where's my productivity modules? Did I? I didn't actually successfully put them in. There we go. Now, I do have this annoying 2-stack over there, so I'm going to want to just dump that into something at some point. But yeah, this purple bar over here, if you haven't seen it before, the way it works is every time you complete a cycle of work, you get a little bit added to this purple bar. See that? Just a little tick. And then every time the bar gets full, you do another production cycle for free, without using any materials. So you get a bit more bang for your buck. It uses more electricity, and it's not quite as fast, but you get free science, which again, later on, when we're doing the really hard to produce science, we're really going to appreciate that. It might be a good idea. Everything that uses red circuits, we might want to put productivity modules in there so we use a little bit less material. Again, it does slow down the overall throughput, but becomes more materially efficient. So I think I'm going to do that here, as well as here. The productivity modules are going to be... Eh. Only usable on intermediate products, not end products. Right, I could increase the speed. I could build speed modules here. Actually, I could really split this into both speed and whatever. Because I think... Are the inputs the same? Yeah, everything is literally the same. Well, it'll just use more energy for something that I actually don't have much demand for right now. So this is just going to fill up and backlog and stop eating our reds, which is going to be fine. Yeah, and that's really what I want to do. Okay, so then we'll just have 100 there, plus some on the track, and then it's going to stop eating the reds, and it's going to be okay. It's mostly going to sit idle for now, and that's fine. And again, our power situation is okay, although we will have to expand that soon. Nothing starving for input over here. That's good. Again, this one only has to run every other cycle, because we only need 5 per second. We're producing 6 per second, so it's only every other one where it's going to have room on there, but that's fine. Yep. And again, it looks a little weird, because it looks like we might be starving on the mining drills, but we're not. Actually, we are creating a slight backlog, as it turns out. I don't know why the timings don't work out exactly the same. I thought we had it balanced to 1 second per 1 second, but it looks like this will eventually fill up with electric drills, which is good because it'll be a little bit of a buffer there in case there's ever a problem of some kind with things. I think we'll drop some lights over here, purdy this up. I don't know if it's prettier, but it sure is more visible, which is going to be nice when I'm driving my car later on so I don't smack into things all over the place. Alright, so we'll put a cut in here. So now that we've got our next tier assigns, I would really like to make our next priority finally getting robots up, which mostly means producing batteries. Right? We've had the tech for a while. We just need to start producing batteries. And that's not hard to do. Sulfuric acid is easy to produce. I mean, so we produce sulfur, water, petroleum gas. We've got that set up. And then run that through this sulfur, iron plate, water, and then we pump that into the battery. Like, there's a few steps, and we have to figure out, it's going to be a question of space. But then once we get batteries, we can just instantly start producing, well, we're already producing electric engines, like, in a little temporary little spot, and then we can start producing flying robots, just bootstrap that, and just start, you know, putting out a few flying robots, get the initial setup going, and then, you know, start on our logistics infrastructure, get our little bots to help get us gear, and it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.